is full of my stuff, but I'm the only traveler this time. So one of the things that I want to talk to you about is making sure that you're safe when you're camping by yourself. Now, one of the things that I did before I actually got down to my campsite was I dropped a pin and made sure somebody knew where I was. So that way they can know that I'm A-okay and I made it to my destination. You should always do that. Have a safety buddy. You should also carry some kind of protection with you. Now, there's a lot of things that people think about whenever they think about protection, like a gun or a knife or a hammer or strange things like that. I actually have 2 forms of protection with me at all given times. This time I brought a pickaxe. I know that sounds really weird, but I feel like it could be useful in so many other applications, like hammering in my tent stakes and breaking up small firewood if I need it. Cool, that works. And then also I brought something that I'm really excited about. It's my first item of gear that I'm gonna test out. It is my Midland 2-way radio. It has an SOS feature. So not only does it tell me the weather, but it also gives me the SOS feature. So if something happens to me, I can hit that and it's so annoying and loud, and I don't wanna send it off right now because there's some people camping like right over there and I don't want to scare them, but I will show you the radio in just a minute. I'm gonna go things. And so I'm doing some campground reviews and some other reviews as well. I actually got out my Midland radio so I could check out a few things. There were some clouds earlier, and this has 10 different weather stations on it that will scan through and tell you if anything's bad going on. Nothing came up that was bad, so I am so happy. I might even be brave enough to sleep with my rain fly off, which if anything bad was happening, this would tell me. I also take this with me everywhere because it has an SOS button on it, so it literally stays in my tent with me. It goes places with me. There's only a few places I can't take it, and that's because, you know, you can't have 2-way radios in certain areas. Like going to DC, they don't want you walking around with a 2-way radio in the Smithsonian. I get it. But what it does is if I hold it down, it makes this horrible noise, like really bad. And it's set there so that for one, if something bad is happening, you have an SOS. But for 2, if you get lost from your party or something, you can let your party know where you're at. I don't advise doing that in large crowds of people. It's gonna freak people out. But you can do this like when Pam and I were hiking in the Grand Canyon. We could talk to each other and tell each other, hey, I'm here. I'm here. And if one of us had an incident where we got hurt, we could hit the SOS and then we could be safe. So I was kind of testing out some different features on that with the weather though, because that's a really neat feature.